8:50 in the morning. And we chilling. Who's on live with me, man? Who we got in here, man? Who we got up in here? Sitting up here, wrestling with this, this iPhone charger. Trying to make everything come together like some prayer hands. Yo. Man, I got the comments turned off or something. Anyways, welcome people. Welcome to the livest live in the whole United States. My live is liver than Donald Trump's live. 4 people in the chat, 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock and counting, right? So what I have for you today at 8:52, man, it's all this conspiracy going on home turf. When did we become the land of conspiracy? I thought we were supposed to be the land of opportunity, bro. That's what I thought. And I would appreciate anybody to speak up if they understand where I'm coming from, man. We went from the land of opportunity to the land of conspiracy, man. With the worst government. We ain't the worst, believe it or not, though, but we pushing the envelope when it comes to the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? We definitely pushing the envelope, man, you know. Anyways, man, it's February 11th, Wednesday, 2026, and we gonna try to get to the bottom of it. You know, I was just watching a video about a man talking about white man too, man. You know, white man. You got to pay attention to what the white dudes say. White guys say that they not paying taxes this year. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I highly appreciate that. Miss Key, I'm gonna call you Miss Key Armstrong. I bet you attractive yourself. I can't really see. I'm halfway blind. Trying to see that little ass circle, man. But so the white guy said that they not paying taxes this year. You know what I'm saying? So if they gonna go ahead and front line it, my only question is, how do the W-2ers jump on board with that? You know what I'm saying? If you a W-2 worker, how can you just declare we ain't paying taxes this year until what? Until the government stops doing government stuff? Because that ain't never gonna stop. So, you know, I'm assuming that they talking about the property owners, the business owners, you know, people running their own enterprise, saying that they the ones not gonna pay taxes, but like the government's still gonna get a big chunk of change regardless. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about the money is being used for nefarious operations. I'm gonna call you Math. What's going on, Math? Matter of fact, Math, I'm glad you just came in because, bro, right now in society, the math ain't mathing. It ain't mathing, bro. It ain't mathing. And you know what? It really upsets me because for the last couple years, we all as a collective been hearing the same. I'm in the state of Michigan right now, but I wasn't born here. You know, the math ain't mathing, right? We've been hearing all this make America great again, and I'm sitting here like I've been trying to tell people, when was it great and who was it great for? You know, and that ain't even the political side of me. That's just the common sense side of me, the logical side of me saying, you can't call something great if it ain't great for everybody. That's just how I feel. Like you can't make it great, but then we come out with all this extra stuff. Oh, you in North Carolina? Yeah, my sister just moved away from North Carolina recently. She was in Asheville, but she ain't from North Carolina neither. We kind of just be on some nomadic type of stuff. We get around, you know. We our humble beginnings are in California, and right on time, Texas is in the house, man. So check this out, man. Texas, man. They talking about Texas is gonna be the first state in the United States, the first state in the union. I don't know what they call it. Talking about no more capital gains tax. If they drop capital gains taxes in Texas, I will be shooting down to Texas. Patricia says she just got through doing her taxes, and this the first time in her life that she, oh, you know what? I had a job mess my taxes up on me intentionally. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. They did some old fraud, excuse me, they did some old fraudulent stuff trying to say I made all this money one year. And I was like, well, that's the end of my taxes because y'all gonna play me like that, knowing that it ain't nothing I could do about it. It is something I could do about it. I just won't fill that shit out. That's what I'm gonna do about it. I'd rather go do the Fed time than let these companies try to play me out of something, man. Trying to swap tax brackets. Nah, we ain't on that. So as of right now, I can't speak on that any further. But Patricia, yeah, just go ahead and make your decision. Are you gonna pay your taxes? I bet you they probably somewhere around 1,600. About what you owe, like around $1,700 for the year. You know, they the problem with that is the government then got greedy because they've been stealing so much. They didn't change stuff behind everybody's back. And now people that normally would get a return, they not even, the people that do get returns, they only getting half the money they used to get. And then the people that used to get regular returns, they end up owing money now. And it's like, how in the hell did this happen? How we supposed to live and be cool and enjoy life and be American if we gotta continue to pay the pimp? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, $54. Well, shit, I don't even know why you even said anything. Cause $54, if you don't pay that shit, that's less than a half ounce of weed. You know, but either way it goes, you know, $54. I rather get a $54 check than a $54 bill. But Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we getting robbed. And you know what? It's a tried and proven technique to where they could just do you dirty and you ain't gonna say nothing about it based on the simple fact that we've been doing the same shit year after year after year. We've been doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been going to work, minding our business, paying our taxes, eating what we like, shopping where we liked. I appreciate that, Patricia. You know, we've been doing all the stuff that makes us comfortable in life, and they still want to fuck us over. We do everything they ask us to do. We don't commit crimes. We don't become criminal. Well, I became a criminal, but I'm saying most other people, you know, they don't become criminals. They don't break the law. Shit, half of America don't even speed in their car, you know, and they still get robbed. And then Bear says, or Bertha says that somebody's using her social security number. So she got to get that cleared up ASAP. And Bertha, I would say you're absolutely right. So let me ask you this. Is it Bertha or is it Bear the Llamas? Because I don't want to be calling you Bertha, but that's what it says. It says Bertha. But I'm thinking now that I look closely, it says Bear the Llamas. So we going to call you Bear, not Bertha. Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. Well, I got a little bit of good news, but I don't really know if it's good news. It could have been a mistake, man. A job that I did not get in the past because shit just didn't go right with these guys. They reached out to me the night before last night. So I responded to the reach out, and now I'm waiting on a response back. If it is what I think it is, man, I can move forward. But I ain't gonna speak too soon, man. You know, I've been out of a job now for a few months. I've been maintaining, you know, I don't need a whole lot of money to do me. I ain't never been that type, man. I've been in poverty my whole life, so I make $800 last for 8 months. I will. I don't know about the next person, but I got my ways of doing it. But at any rate, this company reached back out to me, and we about to see if this was a wrong person type of situation or they was really talking to me. Duck, what's going on, man? Based on your name, I'm thinking you somewhere in Asia. You in Asia, bro? Where you tapping in from, man? I didn't even go live yesterday, man. You know, I used to go live 2 times a day, but then I was getting burnt out. I was like, man, dealing with these trolls and these energy drainers, it's hard. I thought that you couldn't drain my energy, but man, I was mistaken, man. All these damn trolls was draining my energy. So man, I might go live once every couple days now, but we here today, right now at 9:03 a.m. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. So yeah, that's what we doing, man. That's where we at. Let me make sure this volume. Look, the volume wasn't even up. I got me some Pike roast coffee, man. I made it real light today. I didn't want to get all jacked up, but it's hard to get up early in the morning and just be productive if you ain't working. Most people, bro, I've been working all my adult life, so I've been taking this time as retirement. Like, oh, y'all gonna just not give me a job? Shit, I'm about to sleep all day, stay up all night, drink beer anytime I want. Even if I want to drink a beer at 5 a.m., I'm gonna I'm gonna drink coffee at 3 a.m. But once I get a job, all that shit stops. I'm very responsible. I can get back on schedule in just one 24-hour cycle. You know, very 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 professional. Um, you know, perfected my technique over the years just from, you know, I'm a skilled tradesman. So, you know, a skilled tradesman, most skilled tradesmen, most of them gotta wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be out the door by 6:30 or 6. And that's me. All my jobs, most of the time, for the most part, I had to report to work at anywhere from 5:30 in the morning to 7 a.m. So like getting up early was something I got real used to doing, man. You know what I mean? Now when I was a tow truck driver, I didn't have to get up until, well, I didn't have to be to work until 3, right? Unless they wanted me to work a few hours earlier, which, you know, that ain't uncommon in any industry. Hey, such and such, can you come in a few hours early? And if you want the bread, you'll be like, yeah, man, I'll be there early. You know, but so anyway, I'm hoping that this little reach out is something. It's a real reach out, and it's not. Oh, sorry, wrong person. I was trying to hit up Johnny. I didn't mean to send that to you. So we'll see, man. We shall see. But you know, I really been praying for our government, man. I've been really hoping that our government can get their shit together, right? Because I really just feel like, man, I've been having to hear that I needed to get my shit together my whole life just to grow up, become a man, and see firsthand that all these motherfuckers been telling me to get my shit together. And the motherfucking government that I'm up under ain't even got their shit together, man. How dare these people, man? How dare anybody ever tell me at any time for me to get my shit together? And our rulers ain't even got their shit together. They out here sneaking and freaking behind closed doors. They out here doing the most. They out here doing worse shit than the common criminal, right? Could ever be doing. All them years I had to go all them years I had to go sit in jail for some petty shit just to find out that these motherfuckers who make the laws is out here doing serious, like just atrocious type of shit, taking money, taking people out, feed them into wood chippers, cutting off people's legs and heads and shit. And you mean to tell me I had to go sit in jail even for a day for some petty shit when my government is out here doing this kind of shit? That shit really got me feeling betrayed right now, man. So I've been just praying that like the right people could get in the right positions, man, and we could get back on track where, the food ain't poisonous and the air ain't filled with micro nanotechnology dust, and it's safe to go to the park. But I can't help but feel like we ain't never going back to that again. We ain't never going back to that. Can't help but feel that way, man. That shit is changed forever, bro. You know? But if anybody agrees with me, man, I expect to see a 100 in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Spam that algorithm, bro. Because I don't think we ever going back to normal. Even if they get these weirdos up out of office that don't belong there, and even if they go to jail or prison where they do belong, we ain't never gonna be the same again after 2025 and 6, bro. It's over with for that. Trende Ella Agua or whatever the fuck. Shit, I'd rather go to Venezuela and hang out with the gang members, man, and fuck around in the United States where they really doing some fuck shit out here, man. Like we really on some fuck shit. Not me, not you, but our government definitely on some fuck shit, man. And then on top of being on some fuck shit, they got the nerve to play with us with these punk ass files, man. They got the nerve to do this shit, man. Like I'm getting tired of hearing about these files, man, because it's like, bro, y'all know what the fuck you did, man. We don't need to see the paperwork, man. We already know how y'all get down because y'all been doing this shit. Only reason why people care now is because it's happening to more than just black people. See, there was a time when only black people would have went through that Epstein Island type of shit, but now it's everybody. Little white babies, I don't even know what type of kids they get over there because I ain't never been to Epstein Island or none of that, right? All I know is right nowadays, oh, it's serious now because like we starting to see that, oh man, this shit is like kids coming up missing and never being seen again, and then all these kids over here, and then the government playing with us, bro. They gaslighting the entire America. And it's just like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do. We gonna keep taking our asses to work. We gonna keep making our little $20 an hour, getting our little weekly paychecks, paying our little W-2 taxes, putting gas in that raggedy ass car, and complaining about it. That's what we gonna keep doing. We ain't gonna strap up and go storm the Capitol. You know why? Because the average citizen does not want to die. And they know that if they try to take action against these motherfuckers, that's exactly what's gonna happen. They are gonna die. Because one thing I know about the government is no matter what kind of fuck shit they on, they ready for war at all times, even against their own citizens. That's why they do it, because they ready for war. They didn't build a damn see why people over here arguing about the firmament and the flat earth and the dome and all this bullshit. The government done been built a dome around theyself. They built a real iron dome. You don't like what we doing? Oh, you don't like what's in them Epstein? Well, come do something about it. What you gonna do? Since y'all acting like you want to do something, we gonna send ICE out like a virus, and they're gonna sweep the whole nation. Now, if you guys get through ICE, then we gonna send the National Guard, and we know you ain't getting through the National Guard, cause we'll put y'all bitches on martial law. And then we'll dispatch the military, the real military. Let me catch you outside after 8 p.m. since you want to try to overthrow the government. That's some shit you only hear about in the movies. Ain't nobody overthrowing no government, not in America. And if I'm wrong, then let's argue about it. Cause the only motherfuckers who think they can overthrow the American government are some white patriot motherfucking white dudes that America was great for their ancestors, right? They got this abnormal boldness because they was never up under the same legal structure as everybody else. So they want to try to overthrow the government. The only problem is they gonna be by themselves because the rest of us, we getting shot just for pulling over on the side of the road the wrong way. So we ain't really necessarily trying to overthrow the government, especially, trying to take care of 3, 4 kids in a 3-bedroom apartment in an apartment complex where they keep raising the motherfucking rent and all this kind of shit. Like, we ain't trying to overthrow no government. We just praying that they do the right thing, man, because we got the right type of boldness, which is no boldness at all. So, hey, man, you see what they did over there? Where is that, in Lansing, where they stormed the Capitol? All white people, man. They the only ones trying to overthrow some shit because they the only ones that always got away with everything. So, hey, man, I just say good luck to you, man. I'll show up once the government's overthrown, right? I ain't gonna help you do it, but once I can see that y'all effectively overthrown the government, that's when I'm gonna pop out. But not a minute before. I promise you, man, we not doing nothing before. Because we just ain't, we just can't do it, man. We can't do it, bro. Every time I turn on social media of any sort, I gotta see this stuff, man. And you know what? Like, I feel everybody, like, I feel what these white dudes are saying about not paying the government any more taxes. You know, I feel that they want to overthrow the government. I feel all of that, but it's like, bro, the white boys gonna have to be the frontliners on this one. They gonna have to show everyone else the way. If that's what y'all really trying to do, y'all gonna have to lead this fight, and y'all gonna have to like stop being racist. And then everybody gonna be scared anyway because they're gonna be like, well, shit, y'all been racist for so long. How do we know that when you overthrow the government, you ain't gonna fuck everyone else over? So there's a lot of reasons why the government will never be overthrown. Not in America, man, and not anywhere else, right? They're protected by their Iron Dome, bro. And I do believe that in the right situation, America will go to war with its own people, man. I mean, they've been doing it, right? History has shown that these countries will, in fact, use their weapons on the citizens of that country because at the end of the day, America ain't nothing but a business. And as long as you know it's a business, then what do you expect from your government? They running a business. They may oversee the printing of money and store assets, but they also store a lot of military weapons and bombs and all that kind of shit, you know. But we ain't finna overthrow nothing because there ain't no way to do it. And even if there was, like, who got the balls to overthrow their government, man? To even think that can get you arrested, right? That you got to be a crazy motherfucker to think you finna overthrow a government. Cause the only way that that'll ever happen is you got to have the entire nation on one accord. And I don't know if people been looking around lately, but you got racism, classism, favoritism, goddamn, everything. It's a bunch of blankets of bullshit. And as long as it's like that, what you finna get? What you finna get people in suburbia to strap up and go ride down to so it's like I'm just hoping that the government get their shit together. That's all. Like I'm hoping that Donald Trump changed his ways and he ain't participating in that old shit like what he used to do, and that he really gonna make a change and he gonna be the change that he wants to see in America, and he gonna get rid of the people that used to be like him, and we can get back to this normal shit. But like I don't know, man. Ever since COVID-19, man, we've been struggling trying to even feel normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure anybody anywhere can second that hand emotion. You know, ever since COVID, man, people been struggling with this being normal shit. Like, hey man, what is normal anyway? I think we forgot about that. Like, nobody knows what normal is, bro. We used to know what normal is because we used to have blinders and blockers on, right? When we was young kids and shit, we was normal, right? Ride your bike down the street to your friend's house and drink Coca-Cola all day and go raid the damn candy section at the gas station and get some chips and go hit up the park, or you know play some smear the queer in the middle of the street, or you know shit like that, right? That was normal. We don't even know if we can go back to that, right? You ever seen any parents in here right now? Any parents with some teenagers, with some preteens? And if so, have you ever seen your kids play anything in the middle of the street like we did in the fucking 80s, man? Because, I mean, it was kind of normal for us before we woke up and smelt the bullshit, before we realized that the society we live in is too corrupt to function properly. It's just going to be a whole bunch of stealing from Peter to pay Paul type of shit going on, you know. And somehow Jimmy got introduced into that little rigmarole, right? So now it's, you know, rob Peter to pay Paul because Paul getting blackmailed by Jimmy. And so, he got to rob Peter, and Peter over here hanging out at Eckstein Island anyway. That's where he getting all this money to pay Peter in the first fucking place, or Paul or Jimmy or whatever the fuck going on. And so, hey man, this shit is just not normal, right? Just ain't normal. And it ain't never gonna be normal. It ain't never. As a matter of fact, man, I need a damn cigarette, bro. Cause now I'm stressed out. Cause I just thought about it. We ain't normal out here, man. The greatest nation on earth, and we ain't even normal. We got too many issues going on, bro. And hey, man, but hopefully, hey, Smoothie, I don't even know if I'm answering questions right now, bro. I really don't. But ask the question, man, and we'll see, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, if it's some bullshit, I'm kicking you. I'm tired of people playing. Now, I ain't tired of nothing, man. I ain't tired of nothing. I'm just saying, man. I'm really sitting up here trying to understand, how people are saying that Bad Bunny was the star of the Super Bowl. But see, we're meant to say shit like that if you really think about it. You think of the Super Bowl, you barely even think of the game, even though the Seahawks took the victory, which I'm happy about that because I don't even like the Patriots, right? Drew Bledsoe was a bitch. But shout out to the Seahawks, man. I used to live up there in Seattle. But you know what I'm saying? Um all they can say is, "Oh my God, did you see Bad Bunny?" Like, no, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. Motherfuckers didn't set up a whole ritual just to watch the show. Motherfuckers didn't cooked up more food than a Christmas dinner, set out hors d'oeuvres and nachos and lit candles and put out coasters and invited everybody in the whole motherfucking neighborhood to watch TV on a $4,000 flat screen TV just so they could watch Bad Bunny and yell and scream for a motherfucker to make a touchdown. So me, man, maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I'm getting old because I didn't even turn on the game at all. I didn't watch 1 minute of the fucking Super Bowl. Not 1 minute of it. But I sure heard all the celebrities talking about it, man. I heard all the celebrities talking about it. And you know what? They even put E40 on Front Street, right? Because they gonna sit up here and ask E40 in front of the world. And you know what? When I say everybody's compromised, that's just what it is, right? They gonna ask E40, hey, E40, is Bad Bunny what do you say? Is Bad Bunny official in the Bay? And he said, yeah. And I was like, when? When was Bad Bunny official? Who? But you know what? I understand he's a multi-million-dollar celebrity. He probably got paid a lot of money to say that, but you know Bad Bunny ain't good in the Bay. If that nigga went over there to E14 right now, he wouldn't make it out of there, right? Them cats over there starving to death. And so, when I heard that, I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I'm glad because that's all they want you to know about. They didn't ask this man one question about the score, about any plays, about nothing. They just wanted to know about the halftime show. And I'm like, wow, okay, well, what is up, Patrician? And then Smoothie, if you even in here still, bro, I thought you had a question, man. I can't see any questions, man. I need to turn that light down a couple lumens, man. That shit hurt my eyes, man. That shit hurt my eyes, bro. It's 9:30, man. The dog over here sleep on the floor, man. He over here taking deep breaths because he feel like everybody else feel. He like, man, this some bullshit. And I'm like, dude, I agree, bro. I think he expected me to take him for a walk today, man, but I got clothes in the wash, so I ain't even doing nothing right now, man. We just sitting up here. I'm doing all the talking and y'all doing all the listening. You know, but anyways, we just hoping that that the government it's the highest that's the highest form of authority in America. So we just hoping they get their shit together, right? Yeah, but ain't nobody really saying nothing, man. I mean, if you wanna chime in with a question, comment, concern, or an idea, man, I encourage you, man. Hit that 100 if you feel me, man. Because I'm accepting all questions, comments, concerns, or ideas like the back of a Dorito bag, man. You know, but at the same time, man, you know, we just want to make sure that we all are on at least one accord up in here. If we can't be on one accord out there in the world, we need to be on one accord here. And that accord is this. We're going to keep going to work. We're going to keep paying our taxes. And we're going to keep complaining. And the whole time, the power bill is going to keep going up, especially if you live in the Midwest states. Power is going to keep going up. But we got to be on that same accord. You know what I'm saying? We can't, because if you do all that, you keep working, you keep paying taxes, putting gas in your shitty ass car, and you keep complaining. Hey man, those are the kind of people that are gonna end up overthrowing the government, right? People that ain't got no wind in them, people that ain't got no extra energy, people that ain't got no extra money, people that don't even own weapons because they either can't afford them or they just ain't got licenses to carry, right? But these are the people that are going to overthrow the government because the government's so corrupt. It needs to be overthrown at this point. But my question to you is this: if in fact the government were to get overthrown, who would take those jobs and keep running our government? If they get rid of all the pedophiles and the baby eaters and the Epstein Island partiers and the Diddy supporters, who gonna run the government? The 9 to 5ers, or are we gonna just be up under a government ran by the same people that own the companies that we work at? Like, I'm really curious how this is gonna go, man. If we as Americans decide to overthrow the government, the only motherfuckers that could possibly do it successfully are gonna be the same people that own the companies that we work at right now. Which means if we don't like our job, then we really ain't gonna like the country after that shit. So, you know, I don't even have an answer for people anymore, bro. I don't even have an answer. Get you a boat, but then to get a boat, you got to know how to operate that motherfucker way out in the ocean. Or you could go. I think the easiest way to live right now is not the woods because you got to go build a cabin and do all this shit. You got to know how to hunt. The easiest, the easiest route to an easy life right now is to go out in the desert, right? Is to go move out in the motherfucking desert somewhere. Get you a high vantage point like the Indians and the Cowboys used to do. So you could see anybody approaching you from 10 miles out, even if it's a fucking helicopter, right? You'll be able to see, right? Don't worry about the food and shit. The food will end up coming to you because that's just how the desert works, man. You'll find you something to eat. I hope you like rattlesnakes and coyote and jackrabbit and turtle and shit like that. But I need to keep you alive. But like, it's either that or you can keep living in the big cities. You can keep going to work, putting gas in your raggedy ass car, and you can keep complaining. Or you can get on one accord and you could overthrow the government. I wouldn't recommend it unless you know how to work the government controls the same way that Washington is right now. I wouldn't suggest overthrowing nothing, but hey man, I'll tell you this. It's a couple white dudes that keep getting on YouTube and Facebook saying that we're not paying taxes. And I'm like, well, what is that gonna do? You not paying taxes, they just gonna get it out the asses of the 9 to 5ers, man. Cause the 9 to 5ers, they're like the bottom bitch. They gotta pay for everything. Everything's on them. I don't give a damn what it is. As soon as they need to ship some immigrants up out of here, taxes go up on your check, right? As soon as oil prices fluctuate out in the ocean, taxes go up on your check, man. As soon as let me see what else they got going on. As soon as the power companies decide they're gonna hike the rates, the taxes go up on your check, man. So, hey, man, I think the 9 to 5ers need to have the uprise, and everybody else in the suburbs, they good, man. They ain't never had a really want for nothing. So, the 9 to 5ers, man, and 9 to 5er is a figure of speech. You can have any shift, but when a person says a 9 to 5er, we know who we talking about. If you in here with me, you probably ain't got much going on in your life. You either on a day off, which I don't see how you got a day off on a Wednesday. But I'm looking at these comments and shit, and I'm thinking to myself, either these motherfuckers probably sitting bored at work, or they sitting at home like me. I don't really know, but I don't think y'all are gonna be the ones to overthrow the government, man. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you never know, man. If like I said, if they end up overthrowing the government, I'll wait till it's overthrown and then I'll pop out and I'll probably just go and get a job printing the money down at the Treasury. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, man, I'm gonna appoint myself an employee at the Treasury office, and I'll be the one that prints the money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, space, space. Oh, this is Space Peanut. I remember you now. Space Peanut says that what if they like it the way stuff is, right? Hey, man, if you like it, I love it, bro. I can't see how you could fix your face to say that, but hey, man, let me ask you a question, bro. You ever been to Epstein Island? You ever been over there? Let me ask you a question. What's the latitude and longitude, man? Because if you like the way it is right now, then please explain. I want to know. Explain in the comments, man, because I want to know. Because you put a big maybe at the end of it, right? So that's like it could be or it could not be, right? So explain it, man, because like you're the first person that I've heard say something like that in quite some time. Maybe we like it the way it is. Okay. So my 2 questions to you, Space Peanut, is how are things and why do you like them that way? Also, have you been to Epstein Island? I really want to know. I'm asking you, man. Don't answer a question with a question. You said maybe we like things the way they are. So based on that statement, I want to know, have you ever been to Epstein Island? Also, I want to know if how are things right now? And this guy says, am I a member of any free Masonic lodges? Is that who's watching me right now? The Masonic Lodge members? I wouldn't doubt it. There's only 5 people in here, but like, is that who's watching me right now? Space being is the Masons, because the Masons are always watching. But like, I like how you answer the question with a question. That's borderline gaslighting. You know what? I don't know about you, Space Being. I don't, man. I don't know about you, bro. I don't, man. So I need to get you out of here because I don't know about you, bro. You rubbing me the wrong way, mentioning Freemasons and all this weird shit. Like, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with mentioning the Freemasons, but just not right now. We weren't talking about the Freemasons, but since you want to bring them up, I gotta kick you, bro. I got to. Who goes there? We talking about the government today. God bless the government. We need them to get their shit together so we can fish in the rivers, lakes, and ponds again without getting mutated fish. And Jeep Cherokees don't cost $100,000. That's what we talking about, man. We want a land where the buses still run all night. We want a society where a pack of cigarettes doesn't cost $15. That's what we want, man. I'm sure everybody wants that. Because, you know, Americans need their cigarettes like the Chinese, man. We need our cigarettes, bro. We need a society where vapes aren't reigning supreme. Everybody's not walking around vaping because, hey, man, there's more kids smoking nicotine than ever before, ever since vapes rose to power. Cigarette companies, they just ain't making the money that they used to make because of fucking breeze. Kids walking down the street vaping and shit. You know they ain't vaping no damn Mullen. They ain't vaping, well, they might be vaping cannabis, but I think most kids that I see vaping, they vaping them some tobacco, some old nicotine, right? We need a society where you could go out to a crowd and not get ran over or shots don't get fired. But like, I really, like I said, I don't think we going back to that ever again. Nope, not unless they do us like they did the Egyptians. They gonna have to wipe us out and restart. That's the only way shit gonna go back to normal. They gonna have to wipe us out, or maybe a damn asteroid will wipe us out, and then, and only then, can the Big Bang Theory start over again? You know. But if I'm wrong, you know, I would love to politic about it. You know, we wasn't really politicking earlier. I was just getting, you know, oh, Space Peanut was talking shit. He was doing his little passive aggressive whatever the fuck he was doing. But I see it's two people. They ain't saying nothing, right? So hey, I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna go walk around the house. I'm gonna go sit down, and I'll be back in like 15 minutes. Man, we about to hit an hour. Come on, man. I know you watching me, bro. Thank you. Don't act like y'all ain't sitting there waiting for me to come back into the screen. In other news, the cold front that was coming through didn't do nothing. It was an epic fail. As a matter of fact, it ain't even snowing today in Michigan. It ain't even that cold today in Michigan. I'll tell you one thing, though. I got a letter from child support telling me that my arrears are going back up, and I'm like, please don't remind me, man. You guys are probably the reason I ain't working now, just so you could keep me in debt. I swear, man. Child support court, man. It's just some chump change ass motherfuckers. I ain't seen no nice cars down at the child support court. You ever seen any nice cars in the child support court parking lot? I haven't. Bunch of raggedy shit. Not even in the employee parking lot. That's why they don't answer your call when you call them. They was like, you gotta go on our website. Macau. What, you from China, bro? Macau, man, you from China? You want to know what's a good yearly salary, huh? I mean, depending on, like, for who? For who? For the career man? For the company man? For the McDonald's man? For the mechanic man? You know, this is America, so you got to be more specific on what individual do you refer to. I know that Macau is the Las Vegas of China. I know it's on the coastline. I know it's about, what, 600 miles away from Japan? If that, maybe even a little bit closer, a little bit farther. I know about Macau. I want to go to Macau, man. I know you can go gamble all your money away and jump off a building in Macau. I know that. You right. I know a little bit about a little something, man. You know, Macau is cool. I look up the photos of the city. I could tell you this. China got Las Vegas beat on the lights. I'm pretty sure that how far was Macau away from the ocean? Like 30 miles maybe? I know Macau's not right on the ocean. It's like about, what, 30 miles away maybe, or some shit like that. I don't really remember the answer to that particular question, but yeah, I didn't look Macau up for quite some time. There's a dark underworld here. I'm a white guy in Macau. They're laughing at Las Vegas. Oh yeah, I already know, man. I wasn't expecting for you to say you're a white guy in Macau, but that's kind of cool, man. Shit, I wish I could be a light-skinned guy in Macau. And as far as the underworld goes, I mean, shit, what you expect? That's the Chinese mafia shit out there. The what you know about the heaven and earth? You know, I'm sure you know about the heaven and earth gang that are like 1,500 years old. They all through Macau. so you can go out there and get some money, right? You can go out there and I need some money right now, man. I need some money just to survive here in the shitty ass United States. Yeah, yeah. It's just a place. You know, there was a time when I used to search the map and I wanted to see what is a place I would really, really like to go. And I came across Macau and I said, one of these days, bro, I'm going to be in Macau walking down the street at night. Like I said, they got Las Vegas beat by a long shot. The casinos look better. It's a whole city full of casinos. And you could just, I'm pretty sure they got all the prostitutes. Yeah, I wish, man. I'm on child support, bro. You know, one thing about America, if you owe more than $500 in child support, you can't even qualify to get a passport. Yeah, I need all the plugs and connections. And see, my problem all my life has been I was looking for love and affection. The whole time I was neglecting plugs and connections. Oh, okay. Well, damn. I wouldn't mind getting lost in Macau, long as, long as I pop back up at some point. You know, shout out to Macau, man. I'm sure Vegas got a few casinos out there. Not Vegas, but um, I know the Chinese got a lot of slot machines a lot of slot machines in Vegas, so I can only assume that they got some Vegas slot machines out there. But yeah, I need to go get me some yen. Yeah, tell me about it, man. I'm sick of the same old shit here in the AM. Sick of it. More baccarat than slot machines. Okay. What about dice, man? I'm a big dice shooter, man. I'm a huge dice shooter. Just don't call me goat, bro. Ain't nobody sacrificing nothing over here. I'll get you before you ever get me, man. 6, 7%. Okay. I don't really know much about baccarat. Um, at least you didn't say roulette though. Roulette is hard to win. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I used to play baccarat at the house. You know, or no, was that backgammon? No, that wasn't baccarat. That was backgammon. My bad. We used to play backgammon. I don't know why I was thinking that shit was called baccarat. I heard of baccarat, but I ain't never played it. They got that game in Vegas too, in some casinos. But I lived in Las Vegas, bro, for a long time, almost 2 decades. So I know all about the gaming industry and how gambling goes and how to find a good machine and what casinos to stay away from and what casinos you can hit in. Like I made lots of money on the dice. Did field bets, uh big uh hard 8, hard 6, hard 10, hard 4. Made a lot of money off of that shit, man. Yeah, Vegas ain't even the way it used to be, man. why you trying so hard to talk to me, man? You ain't even apologized for calling me a goat, man. I don't like that. I don't like when people call me that, man. I feel like that's a sneak diss. Trying to call me a sacrifice. I don't like being called a goat. Maybe some people do, but I ain't one of them. So, man, you got to apologize for that, man, before we can move forward, man. I really don't want to ever be called the GOAT of anything. No, I'm not a GOAT, the GOAT. I'm not associated with being anything like that. Yeah, people here in America love calling people the GOAT, but that be a low key that be some low key reverse psychology shit. Motherfuckers really calling you a sacrifice, but they just try to make it seem like they calling you the greatest of all time. Nah, man. The music industry came up with that shit, so you already know they stay sacrificing each other, so don't call me the GOAT under any circumstances. Yeah, there's a reason why the first word of Illuminati is ill, because the motherfuckers mentally ill around there, boy. They call Kobe the GOAT. You see what happened to him. They call Michael Jackson the GOAT. You see what happened to him. Yeah, I ain't no GOAT. And even if I am a GOAT, that don't mean I want someone to call me the GOAT. Let me figure it out on my own. You know what I'm saying? Hey, anyways though, Jess, I see you said sorry, but you didn't apologize. No, we don't play that shit, man. I'm a I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm the son of a man. Nah, yeah. Fucking call me the greatest of all time. Oh, I appreciate it, Jess. I really do. Just Jay, I'm actually good. I'm all right. I'm as good as a man can be. Still suffering from severe stomach issues, but you can't tell when you look at me, huh? That's all that counts. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, sir. Make sure you subscribe to the channel then, man. Um, I got stomach issues, man. I got poisoned, right? And my stomach is permanently jacked because of it. You know, it wasn't the kind of poisoning that'll take you out. I was talking to Macau, man, but I appreciate this. Yeah, I wasn't. I got poisoned over a period of time, and I always wondered what was poisoning me. Why was my stomach getting so messed up? And then one day, somebody put some shit in my food, and I knew for a fact that, oh man, they've been poisoning me. That's why my stomach's all messed up. If you watch me on camera, you'll always see me doing that shit because I got a messed up gut. I'm always doing that shit. It took me to see myself on camera to realize, oh man, I've been eating poison all these years. They've been trying to slowly snuff me out of existence. So now I could barely eat, barely drink. I eat a damn boiled egg and be feeling bad. Feel like my damn throat is on fire. This stuff the corporation's trying to get you addicted to terror. Oh, it's beyond terrible, man. Terrible is more like a compliment. This shit is straight downright poisonous. They putting straight poisonous substances at the factory in the food, and we eating it because we ain't got no choice. And even if you try to grow some shit, they got that covered too by cloud seeding and spraying mist into the atmosphere to poison the soil. So even if you try to grow some stuff, you still get it. Yeah, you still get it. But hey, you know what? I sure wouldn't mind popping up in Macau on Friday night. Go, popping me a few yen, get me some of those old geishas. I think that's what they call them over there. Give me some of the one of them doll faces. Jeffrey Epstein is back. I thought they unalived you, bro. Hong Kong dollar, not yen. Oh, okay. I gotta remember that. The Hong Kong dollar. I heard it's hard in Hong Kong. No, I heard you got to be careful in Hong Kong. That's where all the bullshit is at. How could Jeffrey be hiding in Israel when that's where he came from? Or is that Beijing? It's one of them. There's this girl I be watching on the internet. She's over there in China. She be doing this dance called the Chabao and the Shabao. the the gesture dance. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. She's a gesture dancer, and I ain't ever seen nothing like that in my life. Oh yeah, you ain't never lied, man. You absolutely correct in that analysis, man. We been getting lied to for so long that we can't even we can't even pinpoint the exact point when we first started getting lied to. Yeah, yeah, maybe, man. I need I need something, man. This America lifestyle is it's not it's not it's not doing my body good, man. Sitting up here sitting up here getting poisoned to death and shit, man. You know, very 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 evil shit goes on everywhere, but especially here in America, man. Like it's a bad, bad place, man. But it's all right because no matter what, I'm alive and well today. But if I could move over there to China, I would. But I wouldn't move to the city. I'd be moving to the country. I'd be way out. Maybe I would go to Taiwan, but Chinese always bombing Taiwan. So I don't want to get bombed in Taiwan, but I would definitely go to China though. China treat Taiwan the same way Israel treats Palestine. Every country got that country they like to pick on and try to China treat Taiwan the way Russia treats Ukraine, like the way America trying to do Greenland, the way let me see what other the way North Korea do South Korea. No, I know, but China be launching attacks on Taiwan. Well, they're not tripping on Taiwan right now, but I don't think anybody in the world want to go to Gaza. The shit they on over there, I don't know what the hell go through them people's minds in that part of the world, but they They just make life extremely difficult for themselves and everybody around them. They want to kill everybody. I don't understand that shit, man. They just make everything difficult in that part of the world, man. Like just I guess they feel like they're the holy people of the world or something. I don't know what the hell they thinking, man, but like y'all the only ones doing that shit too, man. Nah, don't be biased. I got a I got a uncle that lives in Asia. We don't even talk. I don't even like him. But yeah. I read very little news, man. I like to make my own news. But it's more than just bad food though. You know, it's more than that. It's a little deeper than just bad food. Just a little bit deeper. I wish it were just bad food, but no, it's a little bit worse than that, man. It's you gotta watch the people that prepare your food here, cause they'll sprinkle some stuff in your shit, and you'll be throwing up blood at the hospital, and then the hospital won't even help you, cause they'll say, "Ah, do you have health insurance? Oh, no health insurance? Get out of here." You gotta go to sleep. Yeah, oh Macau, man, I ain't gonna forget that, man. Hey, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm about to end this live here in a minute anyway. I just wanted to get on here and do my little daily live. I might come back on here later today, man. That's why I wanted you to be subbed. We'll talk again around 5 o'clock my time. It's 10 right now. At 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm gonna jump back on YouTube live and yeah, we'll go rob a Chinese bank, and then we just gamble all the money away, do some drugs, and fly back to America and tell stories about it. Yeah, I screenshot it, but I ain't. There it is. I just screenshotted it, but I ain't gonna forget that. Matter of fact, yeah, yeah, man, you making me feel real good and inspired right now, man. I like that. Patek, what you mean? 10-2. What you talking about? What is 10-2, bro? All right, Macau, you take it easy, man. It was good talking to you, man. For real, for real. Eat healthy. Oh man, I definitely try. I'm about to go get some blueberries and some raspberries and some strawberries and shit here in a few. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I wish my pockets was as high as my IQ. Patek, what is 10-2, man? Yeah, let me see some here. Nothing. All right. Let's do this one here. Stop being so uptight. Relax. Chill. Don't take everything so personal. Tell them people that you love them. Because we're going to spin around twice and it's going to all be over.